Today's unboxing is this ATUMTEK Selfie ring light for phone and laptop. So this is kind of a mini one, a couple of inches across. Ring light with 3 color temperatures and 4 brightness levels. 60 to 100 minutes of battery life. Rechargeable USB, SOS warning function. Why not? Small and portable. So this is the box it comes in. Looks like a pretty decent box actually. There's a little sort of gold, sort of slightly embossed label and logo there. So normally these kind of products, I can't remember how much I paid for these, but usually they come in a sort of tatty box. This is actually a nicer box than expected. So let's get it open. They've got these little plastic sticker tabs on there. So let's just chop that open and pull out the inside contents. So, sort of a cheap plastic insert. It's the first piece of cheap item. We've got a USB cable. There's nothing else in the box. USB cable, so standard USB, and then a sort of micro, I don't know what that is, but a little normal charging port. We've got some instructions. Let's have a look at those. So in French, looks like Italian as well, in English, and in German. So the instructions I think are about that long, basically. Yeah, about that long. So that's pretty simple. We won't read those until we need them. And then we've got the unit itself. This is kind of a slightly cheap plastic, vacuum molded, but it's not about the packaging, it's about the product. So it comes in this slightly sort of a matty plastic bag, and let's slide it out. And here is the device. So we've got several markings on the back. And there's the charging port. I think that's probably a charging light. A couple of buttons. So we've got a plus, minus, that'd be for the brighter and on-off button. We've got these kind of spring-loaded, kind of like you see on a clothesline peg. And yeah, that feels tight enough to hold it and not too tight that you'll damage anything. We've got an ATUMTEK logo at the top, and then there's the ring light on the other side. So it's probably 3 or 4 inches across, something like that, 3.5 inches. Let's switch it on and see whether there's actually any charge in it. Okay, so there's no charge. We'll have to charge that up. Let's get that charging, and let's see how bright it is. So far, it looks really interesting. Can't remember how much I paid. Probably $10 or $20, something like that. I'll have to go and double check. That's the box contents for now. Let's see how long the charge cable is. So there's a little white elastic band there. And then we've got this USB cable. It feels in fairly cheap but durable quality. It actually feels fairly nice. It's nicer than I'd expect. And then we've got the 2 tips, so USB and then kind of chargy type thing. Lengthwise, it's probably about a meter long. So all charged up now, and there's quite a narrow tolerance here, so a little bit of force clicks in, and it's in. So when it charges, there's a little red light. I think there's a red light dot there, and there's a little sort of red LED there. And then it goes out. I did read the instructions. I was expecting a green one to show up, but when it goes out, it's fully charged. So I think it was actually pretty charged when it came. So, moment of truth, if we switch it on with this middle button here, you have to hold it down, and there is the ring light. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. Better on camera, you can see it's a lot of little mini LEDs. If I click the button again, it changes color temperature. So you've got sort of it's quite a neutral white, that's very warm red light, and then that's, I guess, somewhere in between. And then you've got up and then down brightness. So I did check the price. I paid $13 for this, and I think it's fair value at that. I think it's fair value. You can see it puts a good amount of light out. So I would recommend that product. We'll have to do a product review of it another time.